Good morning, good afternoon, good day to everybody. What's up? What's up? New video, new topic. I'm on some other shit today. Some other shit. I got a new subject I want to talk about. It's basically, it concerns my personal history with gang banging. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers know me, you know I'm from 90 Crip. Neighborhood 90 Crip, nigga. Ain't no secret. Kinda old for it though, you hear me? But I'll never stop repping and claiming my tribe. Never. You know, nigga been doing this shit too long. I'm disappointed with a lot of shit, to be honest with you, that's going on today. You know, motherfuckers have left traditions so far behind that the young ones coming up don't even know what the traditions were. Don't even know what the codes were. They got their own codes. Them codes are so fucked up. They're not codes at all. They're not even codes, man. You know, a few people really know me. I'm not as reputable as homies like Big Space Ghost, Big Miz, you know what I'm saying? And I can name a few other motherfuckers whose names are reputable from now on over. And I'm not talking about young niggas under 40, you feel me? Or niggas just 40 years old or 45 or whatever. I'm talking about niggas in their late 50s, early 60s, like me. The reason why I'm not as reputable in terms of my name ringing out there, because I never wanted to be out there. I've always wanted to be in the shadows. I never liked the attention. Why am I doing this now? Because I'm at that point in my life it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Shit don't even matter. You know, I'm at the third, almost fourth stage of my existence. You know what I'm saying? And let me explain that real quick so motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. There's about 5 stages in human existence. Each one deals with 20-year cycles. 20-year cycles. I figured that out when I was in the pen. Feel me? When I was in the pen, I did a lot of thinking. Because I was in there for a long time. Let me reveal how long I was in the pen so motherfuckers will know, because I keep saying I did a little cool little spell. I did a little time. Nah, motherfucker, I didn't do a little time. There's a few motherfuckers from my neighborhood that did more time than me, and they're still in jail. But I did 40 years. 40, that's 40. You hear me? 40 years. I went in when I was 18, 1982. I got out when I was 58, 2022. That's 40 fucking years. You hear me? But let me go back to the cycles in life that I realized when I was in the pen. Those cycles are 20-year cycles. So your first 20 years, that's your first cycle. Your next 20 years, that's 40 years, that's your second cycle. Your third is your 60, etc. Now, once you pass 60, you are entering your fourth cycle in life, right? I said there's 5 cycles in life. That's my opinion, my take, my assessment, right? 5 cycles. So the 5th one is in your 100th year. Once you become 100 years old, if you can make it that damn far, oh, you good. Now, if there's a 6th cycle, and I believe there is, and it's rare as hell, you pass the 100-year mark. I wouldn't say you're good, because you're so damn old, you probably can't even walk or take care of yourself anymore. But there's 5 basic cycles in life, all the way up to 100 years old, right? Now, I digress. Let me go back to what I was saying. I banged from 9-0. Originally, we were 9-0 hoops. When the homies started the set, I ain't gonna say who they were. They've already been put out there. But when they started 9-0 hooper, I was a 9-0 hooper. Right? Before I was 9-0 hooper, I was from 8-train hooper. So motherfuckers that was promoting 9-0 hooper was going around recruiting motherfuckers. Didn't give a fuck who you were, where you was from, none of that. They just wanted to make sure, nigga, you had the balls, the balls to hang. You know what I'm saying? I got jumped in. I'm not going to talk about that because a certain individual and his feelings about it didn't like the facts. Don't remember the history of it, but don't like the facts as I told them. I'm not going to tell no lies about anything I did or any place I've been. Dig? I'm not going to tell no lies about it. So, I got jumped in 1978. Feel me? And my old homies from A-Train Hoop was like, calling me by my government, like, nigga, why you start banging from 9 on? I'm like, nigga, what's the difference? Nigga, we Hoovers. Feel me? We Hoovers. Nigga. They're like, man, you could have stayed from the set though. Like, you niggas wasn't doing nothing over there, man. It was boring. Shit, 9-0's got it cracking. Them niggas popped up, they got it cracking. Having fun. It was boring over there on 83rd, 84th, nigga, 85th, 82nd. Nigga, it was boring. Niggas wasn't doing nothing. Barely get some pussy over there. Keep 100. Nigga wasn't even getting no pussy over there. Niggas start fucking with the 9-0, start getting all kind of pussy. And money. Niggas wasn't rich. Nowhere near rich, but shit, nigga had more money in his pocket fucking with the 9-0s than I did with the A-Train. So I moved on. Feel me? But here's the deal. The way shit is now, because 9-0s are not Hoovers anymore. Stopped being Hoovers in the 80s, early 80s actually. Probably earlier than that, but officially in the early 80s. A call was made in 1980. A call was made by one of the homies in 1980 after a situation occurred with another set that we thought would be our allies, who later became our allies, and then other shit happened and they stopped being our allies, and then they became our allies again. That's the nature of gang shit. There's always strange relationships that crop up, and then they fall apart because of the chaos that these gangs are based on. Because of the chaos, you can never say who's going to be your friend today and your foe tomorrow. That's the nature of gangbanging. It's not structured. There's no organized nothing. This is why the feds don't give a damn about street gangs. Because if they were organized, the feds would say, okay, we need to watch these motherfuckers and then possibly go after the heads with RICO. Niggas ain't structured. This is why local cops, sheriffs, and police deal with them on gang level. They got gang task force for them because they ain't doing nothing but chaotic shit. And that's left to the jurisdiction of local cops and local sheriffs. Yeah. But back to because I digress again, but back to the point I was trying to make. Today's gangs, particularly Crips, are so disorganized, so chaotic, so dysfunctional that, like I said, they might be allies today and foes tomorrow, because it's not based on any rules. And what rules there may be, they're not solid rules. These are rules that motherfuckers create out of thin air. There's no discipline behind it. And when one is broken, rarely is there any repercussion or accountability for that. And because there's no repercussion as often as these rules are violated, and there's no discipline around those kinds of rules, anybody can do anything they want to do at any time and get away with it. This is why wars happen between allies, previous allies, now enemies. Because somebody might think he's more important in that set than the set itself, and he can do something to an ally, and all his homeboys will back him up. No questions asked. And they'll realize that 2, 3, 4 years down the road, they done lost their soldiers, nigga, behind what this nigga done did. You feel me? This nigga that was bigger than everybody. in his own head, and who they allowed to be bigger than everybody in his own head, because he might have pumped fear in them. He might have pumped fear in them. He might have them others believing that he's that goddamn invincible, that tough. Everybody dies, nigga. Everybody dies. That's why I started off talking about the 5 life cycles. Most niggas don't, living that life, don't get past 20. They die somewhere in their teens or in their early 20s. They make it to that second cycle. But guess what? They don't make it out of that motherfucker. And those that do, I wouldn't say they're fortunate, but it depends on what they choose to do after that. Are they getting their lives together? Do they work? Are they starting a family? Are they married? These are questions. So, let me pick up where I left off. I'll pick this up where I left off. I got a lot I want to say. Anyway, I'm back. But I was passing a checkpoint. But what I was saying was that the game is so fucked up nowadays with the young ones, and even some of these old cats who just don't know how to quit. You don't have to quit, nigga. But it would be wise to counsel your younger homies, nigga. Keep it clean so the niggas don't have no reason to disrespect you. Because if they disrespect a nigga that don't deserve to be disrespected, that's when discipline comes in. You feel me? Whatever the discipline is. Because you got some young niggas, like I said, they so full of themselves, they think they are the hood. Whatever hood you from, them niggas think they are the hood. Their names get so big because they done did so much shit. You know, they squabbling in the county jail, they out there on the streets popping niggas and all this old crazy shit. And they think they bigger than the set. You know? So they think that they beyond being DPs. Nobody's beyond being DP. Nigga, you break the rules, you get DP. Shit, a homie in my generation, though he ain't been from the set as long as me, got DP'd in the pen. This nigga, my age, probably got me by a year. This nigga got DP'd by the little homie. Like, damn, nigga, fuck little homies doing DP'ing you. Oh man, I did some stupid shit, nigga. We don't do stupid shit, nigga. We are the niggas who did stupid shit when we were young, and this is why we are OGs, nigga. Because we lived through it, we learned from it, and we pass that on to the youngsters, nigga. So they don't fuck up. When they listen to you, it's because, nigga, you making sense and you a good nigga. When you a good nigga, cuz, you making sense, bro. You know? But you got, like I said, you got some of these niggas, these young niggas need to just be beat up. Beat the fuck up. Because like I said, they think they bigger than everybody else. They think they bigger than the hood. Nigga, nobody's bigger than the program, bro. And that's the fucking problem. That's the problem. Niggas want to be bigger than everything, and it's like, no, wait a minute, nigga. You might be one of these satellites, nigga, but the sun is the sun, nigga. Satellites orbit around the central thing, and nigga, you ain't the central thing, bro. You are not the central thing. That's the problem with these niggas nowadays. You know, back in the day, we used to have one or two niggas that used to run the hood. Niggas respected them, looked up to them. There was a reason for that though. But anybody could take that person's place. I've seen it happen countless times. It's not like the nigga running the hood, he just the go-to guy. That position goes to certain motherfuckers' heads and they think, I'm running the hood. Oh, nigga, when I was in the pen, nigga, rarely did I take the keys from the niggas that was running the car in the pen, nigga. Rarely. And it was only when these niggas was driving like they was drunk and they was wrecking the car. When them niggas wrecked the car and I'm sitting back like goddamn in the back seat like a old dummy, nigga, like an old decrepit nigga who needs to be driven around by a bunch of stupid young niggas that's driving reckless. I think I've taken the keys from little homies nigga twice in the pen. And I passed it off to somebody I thought would do it right. I don't like that attention. I swear to God, I don't like that attention. That's why my name don't ring like some of the homies. I never wanted my fucking name to ring.
And you didn't stop from McDonald's?
I did what the fuck I had to do for the set. Too old for that shit though now. I don't even give niggas advice on how to do bullshit. I give them advice on how to do good shit, righteous shit. Good shit, righteous shit. Nigga. That's what I do. I don't tell niggas to go out there and nigga fuck your enemies. No, nigga. We got too many problems, nigga. Niggas with this complexion in this country. Too many problems. We're not being so much discriminated by white people anymore. We're being manipulated and bamboozled by a lot of white people, but we're not being discriminated. You dig what I'm saying? They hire us. They put us in positions of power. It's the other people from other races, the Asians, the Hispanics, largely in California. It's the Mexicans. Mexicans are discriminated against blacks like a motherfucker. If you drive down any fucking highway or any street in California and you see construction going on that highway, look at the composition, the ethnic and racial composition of the motherfuckers out there doing the job. Largely Mexican or Hispanic and supervisory whites. These motherfuckers do not hire blacks, man. So while you niggas out here tripping on each other and fighting each other, nigga, you still being discriminated against, dogged out. This is why you niggas want to be criminals and shit. You don't think that this society is going to do anything for you because you see the discrimination being perpetrated against you, and guess what? Guess what you're doing? Nothing. And like I said in one of my previous videos, these black-ass politicians, the ones in Congress, the ones in your state legislature, the ones in your city councils, in your supervisors of counties and shit, they ain't doing a fucking thing for y'all, man. Nothing. They ain't doing a damn thing for y'all. And that's what's crazy. And because their constituencies now are largely Hispanic or Mexican, those are the motherfuckers that put these Negroes in their positions, not blacks. We have a 5% population in California. Black people are only about 5% of, and those are numbers, those are percentage numbers that when I did one of my books back in the middle 2000, probably 2007, 5, 7, those were the statistics that existed at the time. Fewer blacks are in California now than were then. And we're talking about 19 fucking years ago. Fewer blacks are in California now than was in 2007, 2006, and 2005 when I did that particular book. And who's discriminating against blacks in California? Who's the largest so-called minority population in California that's growing in its power? Mexicans, Hispanics, and Asians. These people do not hire black people. All blacks are not bad. But even though we're all not bad, guess what? We're all being discriminated against. Now, government agencies like the U.S. Post Office, they'll hire blacks, have no choice. A government institution. You dig what I'm saying? Some banking institutions. I go to Chase Bank. I don't see a damn thing. I bank with Chase Bank. I don't see every Chase Bank I go into out here, I don't see a single black in that damn place. What is that all about? All Mexican women or a couple of whites, but it's run, the managers are Mexican, the tellers are Mexicans. At least three Chase Banks I went in, haven't seen no blacks. No blacks. I also bank at Arrowhead Credit Union. I see no blacks in there. When I went to Oklahoma a couple of months ago, I was trying to find a bank that was an associate bank with one of the banks I deal with in California. And you know what? I found one. I went to it. I went in there, and there were blacks in there. I was shocked. Because of my experience in California, I was shocked that I saw some blacks in this bank. But that's what you got, man. So while y'all out here tripping on each other, fighting and shit, wanting to kill each other, I mean, we do these videos and these podcasts like Bud from 740. You know, I did an interview with him, a 2-part interview. You know, it's 1 part, but he broke it up into 2 parts. Me and them did, you know, videos with him, you know, interviews with him. That's good, because people wanted to know our story. Ultimately, I'm going to tell my own story. I'm going to tell it without any interviewer. I'm going to tell it in my own words. You dig what I'm saying? Because there's a history in 9-0 that motherfuckers want to know. And I remember it. See, when I went to the pen at 18, I had already been banging from the hood for about 4.5 years. Right? Before I went in jail. Now, that's not a lot of time to some of these little dudes that's out here now. Been from the set for like 10 years. But nigga, it was different back then. It was different, a whole lot different back then. Between the middle 70s and the early 80s. It was a whole lot different. That was before the crack came out. That was before your Colors movies came out. The motherfuckers really was focusing on crippin' like that or blood and like that. That was before any of that shit. You know? So, the point I'm trying to make, and I want to conclude here, is that as long as you motherfuckers are blind and you don't want to see out of fear or whatever the fuck it is, self-hatred, you don't want to see what's really going on, and you want to continue to fight each other and kill each other while other motherfuckers are discriminating against you, there's a type of murder without actually physically murdering you taking place right in front of you, against you, and though you feel it, you try to ignore it. It's easy to ignore pain. You know, you take a palliative, a pain reliever, whatever the fuck that is, drugs, alcohol, you know, excitement in a gangbanging or criminal life, whatever, money, whatever the fuck it is, that's your pain reliever. And it disguises what you're really going through. Motherfuckers are inflicting shit on you. We went through that. Your generation, this generation is going through a different type of racial discrimination. My generation, the generations before me, went through a different type of discrimination. It was white people with their Jim Crow mindset, their post-slavery mindset that discriminated against us. We're not dealing with that anymore. Like I said in the previous video, we have long since tamed white people with all of our protesting and all of our dying and shit and all of our won court cases. We've tamed them out of that behavior, largely. And they know now that there's consequences to it. There's a people coming in now that haven't been tamed. So they're discriminating against your generation and anybody that's alive now that's black. If you want a job and they run shit, forget about it. That's even with the Asians. There's a place out in San Bernardino called Crazy Boss. I think I've seen 2 of them, one in Fontana and one in San Bernardino. I haven't been to the one in Fontana, but the one in San Bernardino, I frequent often. Ain't got a single black in that big ass motherfucker. Not one Negro in there, all Mexican women and Chinese motherfuckers. The owners are Chinese, purportedly Chinese. I think the owners are Chinese. I think most of the crap they got up in there, they import from China. Right? They import from China. Probably a bunch of knockoff shit. But they don't got a single black in that big ass warehouse where they sell all of this clothing and all kinds of other wares and stuff. You dig? So it's the Chinese that own this place, and they don't hire nothing but Hispanic women. You go figure. This is the kind of discrimination that people are perpetrating against blacks in America, and yet nobody's saying shit about it. Not the politicians, not these so-called community activists, not these tough-ass niggas that's out here gangbanging and shit. Ain't nobody saying nothing. Don't nobody want to say nothing. You know? Again, it's an uncomfortable subject. shit, I'm going to say something about it because I think it's foul as hell. And I'm going to keep saying something about it. You know? Because I'm at that point where I don't even give a fuck no more. You know? Just like my motherfucking, my hoodie say. Let's keep the fuckery, dumb fuckery down to a minimum. You hear me? But it's gonna happen because motherfuckers ain't doing shit about it, straight up. Y'all better wake the hell up. Wake the hell up, man. There's a lot of shit going on out here. Even on a larger political scale that y'all don't even know what's happening. You'll wake up one day and we in World War III, right? We'll be on the cusp, on the brink of nuclear war. And you won't even realize the scope or gravity of it. Because you've never been confronted with something like that. You're not a realistic people. Anybody that murders each other as often and as much as we murder ourselves, we are a delusional people. We can't get beyond that to realize that if one thing happens, we got wars going on right now between major nations, not some little small shit. You know, in the Congo and over there in Eritrea, there ain't none of that small shit. We talking about Russia, a nuclear power. Israel, a nuclear power. China throwing its chest out there, a nuclear power. We got nuclear forces facing off with each other on a global scale right now, and you Negroes don't even realize it, man. Like I said, you're gonna fuck around here and wake up to a brink of nuclear war one day and won't even realize how close to mass destruction we are. That don't mean you shouldn't care. Well, if we're gonna be blown up, why the fuck should I care? Oh, because you're still here. There's something you can do. Learn to clean up your act. Get your shit together, like I keep saying. You know, confront people who's dogging you out. You used to protest about shit. That's all it takes for black people to reinvigorate their protest nature. And protest against these motherfuckers that's discriminating against you now, not white people. You always got white people names in your mouth. It's not them that's discriminating against you. If they're manipulating the discrimination behind the scenes, then figure that out and then go after that. But right now, at least superficially, you're being discriminated against Asians and by Hispanics or Mexicans. In California, it's the Mexicans. In California, it's the Asians. They're discriminating against blacks. In other states, I haven't been in these other states to see what kind of discrimination is taking place. But in California, it's the Mexicans, Hispanics, and the Asians that's dogging blacks out. Y'all got a long way to go before you figure out what the hell's going on, man. Tap into my next video.